Hey guys, welcome back. For this one, I'm going to show you how to make a Sneasel. I know it's a weird sounding one, but it's a nice one from this generation, the second generation of Pokemon Go. For this one's going to be a little bit tricky, because I'm kind of wearing black. But this one, you're going to need, see, I grabbed 4 dark blues. Can't be light blue, they have to be the dark blue. I grabbed 3 red 260, and then 3 white 260. We're also going to go ahead and take a little bit of yellow 260, well 160, right there, because it does have a gem in the middle of its forehead. So, seeing that I was prepared, and I actually got the picture out this time, but the book keeps closing, let's go on. Now Sneasel has a bit of a cat face, but it does have one elongated ear. Now that ear is the red color, so this one we're just going to go ahead and make kind of a typical face shape, but it's going to be pointed more toward the front. So instead of it being a sideways one, it's going to be, coming out forward, so we can have the ears come out. Well, the one ear. I don't know why they did it that way, but that's okay. So taking my dark blue, I'm going to give myself a good 5-inch bubble here. I'm going to bring it back in. Give this a good squeeze. And I have just enough, just a little one here. This is actually going to be the under of our face, so it's going to be tucked away. We want it to have a nice, somewhat open, like turtle shell type face. So we have the one small one at the bottom, and then these 3 here where we're going to place our eyes, and the gem is going to be in the middle of the forehead here. So we're going to have one ear come out one way, which I think it does have a second one, but we will make a second one that's going to attach to the potty. So I'm going to take another blue. And it's going to work as our second ear, the neck of our body, and just enough for the small body that it does have. Again, this one, not that big on the body thing like the glider. So I'm just going to go ahead and take 1.5 inches. I'm just going to do a standard cat ear. So it's basically like the claws of a glider, but not so crab-like. So it's basically 1.5 and a 2-inch bubble. We got a nice little kitty ear right there. I'm going to attach that to the back of our head, like so. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do an ear twist here. What this will do is it's going to hold our ears in place and make it so that it's actually a little bit more stable for the neck. So before we go ahead and move on to our neck, we're going to take a red, or we're going to give him one big old ear. Basically, it's like a bunny ear. Right about there. Come on. Put it back down to the nozzle. If you have the frost balloons, these would actually work really well with this one. Because dark blue and then the metallic frost actually makes it pop a little bit more. So basically what I did was I blew it up good 2.5 feet right here. So we do want a big old ear. I want to see exactly where my middle point is. Right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a twist. Ear twist this one. Roll it in on itself. And then connect it back into the nozzle. The reason why I did the ear twist is because it's going to make it basically look more ovalish like you see right here. Tie the nozzle together with the end. I'm going to go ahead and tie this ear right into our ear twist. Again, let your ear twist hold your ear in place. So now we have one ear, one regular sized one, and then we have that big red one that comes out the side, which is nice. I'm going to move down the neck. It doesn't have much of a neck here, so it's going to be about 1.5 inch bubble. We don't want it so small that, you can't see it. I'm going to give this body a squeeze. I'm going to pull it out about 4 inches here. Bring it right back up and right back down. So now I have 3 sections for the body. Now the real detail is going to be in the face and in the hand claws. Alright, because that's normally what people, like myself, when we see a Sneasel, that's the first thing we look for. We look for the hand claws and we look for the ear. So I'm going to take my blue. We're going to set the arms, but we're not going to do the fingernails. The fingernails will actually be done with the white. So I'm going to start with 2 ear twists here at the end. 1. These are 1 inch ear twists. And 2. So now I have 2 ear twists right here at the end. I'm going to go up because the claws actually kind of work as like a forearm. We're going to need, let's go 2 inches here. Actually, 2.5. Ear twist here. I gotta love that sound. I'm going to take my body, run my arm through the body like so. So now I have 2 balloons in the front, 1 balloon in the back. So we got front and back. I'm going to pull my arm, give it a good squeeze here because we do need to end with 2 ear twists at the end. So I'm going to do an ear twist here. Come down, give it another squeeze. Well, good 1.5 inches. And just finish off with 2 ear twists at the end. Like so. Go ahead and make sure your arm's in the correct position. Make sure they're center, like so. We're going to take one of our whites and we're going to go ahead and do our claws. Sneasels have 2 claws. They're pretty much like an armadillo for the claws. There's 2 of them, which basically is for how they handle things, how they climb walls. And we want these to be pretty decently sized. So as you can see in comparison to our ear, just a little bit bigger than them. So I would say this is about 2 3/4 feet. We'll again find the middle section right here. I'm not going to do an ear twist because we do want them to look pointed. So we're just going to tie the nozzle in. I'm going to take my arm, place it in between my ear twists, pulling them tight, tie it around, so, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push one of my ear twists through the middle, like so. So now when I set it, it stays center. Go ahead and hold them together, give them a good little bend. Now we have Sneasel Claw. Rare. Turn off your white. Again, pull that tight. And we'll save that for the foot. Little foot claws. Take another white. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Again, find the center. Right there. Twist. Tie. Touch it into our ear twists. Run an ear twist through. So it secures it in place. It also keeps your ear twists from unraveling on themselves. Pull it tight. Give it a snip. Save that. Give it a bend. Like so. Now we have 2 sets of Sneasel claws. Rare. Just my face. So now we're getting somewhere. I'm going to take my last blue, and I'm just going to go ahead and set my legs. It does have kind of long legs, so there we go. Blow it up until you got, see, there's about 8 inches of blown at the end here. Same thing. We're going to start with 2 ear twists, where we're going to attach our claws. 1. 2. See where my middle is going to be. I'm going to add an extra 1.5 inches here so that I know where my ear twists are going to end. So right there. Because we want them to have pretty decent, well, we don't want them to have any weird, like one large, one small leg. Go ahead and touch it to the bottom of your body. If you have a little bit of a nub lift from your body, go ahead and use that to secure it in place. Again, 2 ear twists down here at the bottom. 1 and 2. Take our white that we saved from our hand claws, and we're going to use those for our toe claws. Right there. There we go. Fold them in half. Find the center. Twist. Tie them together. It's important to have a good long tail on both the tip, at the nozzle, and at the end. Touch that into our feet, using the ear twist at the bottom. Again, pushing one ear twist up into the feet, secure everything in place. This one also gets a bend, just like we did with the front, with the hand claws. So that's 1 foot. And take that last white part, white piece. We're going to do the other side. Alright, there. Tie that. Bend it in half. Twist. Attach the nozzle to the end. Push it into your ear twist. Run an ear twist through. Make sure everything is in place. Take it and give it a good bend. Like so. Now, the back is very bland, and that's one reason. Well, that's a reason, because Sneasels have multiple tails coming off the end. Same like the ear right here. The tails and the ears actually look very similar. So, Sneasel has 3 tails. That's why we have the extra ribs ready. Because just like we did with the ear, we're going to do the same thing with the 3 tails. So I'm going to take one, blow it up, say good, leave good, 8 inches at the end, tie, figuring the halfway point, right there. Twist, ear twist, roll it together. Make sure it's nice and secure. And tie that into the nozzle. And we do want a good long string at the end, because that's how we're going to tie all 3 of them together. So that's one. Take another. Find the middle. Twist. Roll it around itself. Make sure it's nice and secure. Push it into your nozzle again. Now I'm going to tie these 2 together. Now I need to grab another one because the one I had a hole in it. Oopsies. Got another one. I just saw there was a nice big old cut in it. I was like, oh no, can't use it. There we go. Again, blow that up for the 3rd time. There we go. Find the middle. Twist. Twist. Wrap it around itself. Sure it's all secure. Touch it into the nozzle to make the 3rd and final tail. Again, taking it to the 2. Tie them together. Make sure you have all 3 red ends in one single point. So you're basically going to hold it with your thumb and your index finger. Make sure you pull all ends together like so. Make sure you hold on to them, because now we're going to attach it to the back of our Sneasel. So I'm just going to grab it, pull it tight, pull all three together at the same time. Wrap it around the body, bring it up through the legs again, and then we're going to tie them all together while wrapped around one tail, preferably the middle one. By tying them together, it also creates a little bit of a bubble ear twist, which is great because that's going to hold our tails together and in place. I like to triple knot this sucker. There we go. Now that's all nice and tight. Run it through the body one more time, and I'm going to give it a good snip. Because red next to blue, like this metallic red next to dark blue, will show up. So we at least want to hide that. So now it has three tails coming off the back. I have a little bit of a blue straggler here, so I'm just going to go ahead, secure that in, and give that a good snip. We won't need that. There we go. And finally, we tackle the face. So, as you can see, this is our Sneasel so far. He has his three tails coming off the back, his arm claws, and finally, go ahead, push the face toward the front. There we go. Taking our last white, I'm going to place the eyes, and taking the yellow 160, stay there, stay. We're going to put the gem in the middle of the forehead. So take the white, just a little bit. If you have a scrap, go ahead and use that. So you at least want to have a good 5 inches of white here. We're going to attach it to the back of the head where our ear twist is, and then run it up into the face. If we start at the very tip of the face, it's going to be hard to hide that knot. So we're actually going to hide it into that ear twist. Remember, we have the smaller balloon down at the bottom of the face. We have a larger one here, so that's going to separate our eyes. So place it down, give it a squeeze, separate it, run it into the blue at the very end, and then wrap around, then hit the other side, like so. That's going to put our eyes right where we need them. Pull it nice and tight. And since we didn't tuck away our red from our ear, I'm going to use that to go ahead and attach our eyes. Like that. Again, give yourself a good 3 knots here. And cut off your white, because that will stand out. Here with the red, there's not much there, so I'm just going to go ahead and tuck that into the face. But white will show up. So now we have our eyes right there. We have 2 eyes right there. Finally, take your 160 white. Actually, that's not going to show up too much. Switch to a yellow 260. I'm going to go ahead and use a see-through one. Why see-through? Because it looks like a gem. And I have way too many see-through yellows. So I'm just going to go ahead, make myself a 1-inch ear twist, little ball right there. So now we have our gem, like so. I'm going to go in between my ears right here. Because that's going to force it up toward the front. And so I don't have a nice string of yellow going down the face. It's gonna hold it in place. I won't need to secure it to the front. Around. It's also going to open up your ears too. Give that a snip. Save it if you want. I won't because I don't use that much clear yellow. Adjust your face as you need it. And finally, go ahead and draw your eyes on. Sneasel does not have a nose, so you won't have to worry about that. Again, spot check, make sure everything is in place and facing the proper way. And there we have Sneasel. Be able to keep his head facing the right way. Right there. Tails and everything. So guys, thank you again for watching. I still need to get a replacement mouse since I lost a little wireless adapter for it. So guys, I will see you in the next one. I need to walk around again. Have a wonderful night. Be safe and be good to each other. I'll see you later. Gonna walk around again. Whee! Click.